Hello, everyone. It is January 9th, and it is my first day back in the office. You are watching the Uniquely Iesha YouTube channel, and I am Iesha. Today, we are going to be looking at the first year. The first week. Can you believe it? The first week of the year has already started and finished. With a bang, I might add. Oh my goodness, all the stuff that's happened this week. First of all, let me just start with, I'm distraught. Lisa Rinna is leaving Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm so distraught. Garcelle, Erica, you better not go nowhere, okay? I need them there. They're my favorites. But yeah, I'm really sad about Lisa Rinna leaving. That's very disappointing for me. But I do hear Meredith Vieira will be joining. I don't know. I don't have any thoughts on that yet. We really don't see her, in the news unless she's reporting it. So it might be interesting to see what she's got going on in her life and stuff. But another thing that happens in reality TV was Todd Chrisley finally came forward about this whole other man and cheating. And of course, he had a clap back in the Todd Chrisley fashion by saying the guy looked like a thumb. Honestly, I don't see that guy even being Todd's type, though. I really do have to say I expected him to be with a much more prettier person, let's say, if you're going to go that route. But he said that guy looks like a thumb, and if I was going to do anything, it wouldn't be with him, which I kind of have to get from Todd. I mean, Dolce & Gabbana, McDonald's. I don't know, and then to the family of Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian, True, I am so sorry to hear about your mother's passing. Like, that is so heart-wrenching. I know, you haven't been a good dude in the media and you've been treating Khloe not so right as she should be given the world because she is a great human being. But outside of that, I really am sorry for Tristan and his family with the loss of his mother right now. But Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin, he had gotten hit on the field Tuesday, and he hit so bad, he went into a cardiac arrest. And he was in a coma until Thursday. Thank God he came out of it on Thursday. So our prayers are also with him. And I hope they have a great season, okay? I hope that was just a hit and get by and you have a speedy recovery and a great career, okay? I wish you nothing but the best and a happy, healthy recovery. The celebrity cruise lines, did you see that on the 2nd? They rescued 19 people off this boat right in the middle of the ocean. Great job to everybody that really went to their rescue and did everything like that they needed to do to get those people safe. That just shows you that there's still good and humanity left in the world. I hope all of those people are doing fine right now and back home with their families, or at least enjoying the cruise ship if they still have to be away on the cruise ship. I hope they're enjoying themselves. Prince Harry, he is really spilling the tea now that he left the palace, huh? Him and Prince William got into a little spat over Meghan. So I don't know how to feel about this. Everybody says Meghan was rude, and, people that she's worked with in Hollywood said she was rude. So that kind of adds fuel to William's Williams' campaign about how she is, like, unless he just used what they said to make himself look good, you know? But either way, I really don't see anything big about that. I mean, brothers fighting. Ooh, they're real brothers. You know, just because they're royalty, it doesn't mean the fact that they're not going to fight over particular situations, whether it becomes physical or not. You're still siblings. There's going to be times when y'all are going to fight. And boys are always going to take it physical. That's, you know, that's them. They want to fight. They want to wrestle. But I just hope the family can come to some sort of understanding and everybody can live their best life, you know, because that's what's really important. Enough about this politics and stuff like that. As much as you want to keep it a tradition and, you know, keep the traditions of the royal bloodline going and things like that, you still have to face the fact that there is some change that's going to happen. You know, keep some traditions, but some people want to leave the nest. Some people want to marry other cultures. Just remember at the end of the day, like, you're a family. Come together. Make some sort of sense out of this so you guys can create a loving bond for everyone, okay? And let everyone in your monarchy and in the public, you know, let the public see that, yes, we have fights, we're still human, and, you know, things go by, and things will get for the better. So I hope that really does work out for the better. But the Idaho student murderer was finally found and put in custody, and now he's facing life. By looking at his appearance in court and things like that, he does seem a little off the rocker. So I hope a full, extensive psych evaluation is, you know, put forth for him. He does get any treatment that he needs. And also, if you did this, you need to be punished. Those children were doing nothing to you, and you didn't have to do that. And speaking of children, a 6-year-old shot a teacher in school. Like, what is this world coming to? I never would have fathomed being that age in school and my teacher say something I didn't like and I shoot them. Like, where did you get the fact that that was okay? And see, this is why I thank God I personally don't have children yet. Like, I do have, you know, bonus children from my marriage, but I personally cannot even fathom, you know, the thought of, I don't know if I'm gonna let my kid go to school if they're gonna come home. Like, this world is bonkers, okay? When you can't even send your kid to school without worrying if they're gonna come back or if they're gonna harm a teacher or some other student. I mean, what is going on? What is going on? Seriously. 4 students moving along. I know, crazy subjects, right? But 4 students in college and having to deal with financial student loans and things like that. Biden did announce that he did work on an extensive new briefing to bring to the Supreme Courts that show just how warranted forgiving the student loan is. And honestly, I've been saying this for at least a decade. This whole economy is downhill to the shits, you know? It's not where it's supposed to be. I think they should actually wipe everyone's credit and let everyone start fresh and see where that takes them. If you mess up after this, that's on you. But with student loans and, you know, most people can't even get a career out of the college that they went to, for their career choice. But yet you're still paying a loan on it. So it's like, it's got to be something like where if you didn't get a job or get your career in a matter of so much time period, then you should get them automatically forgiven. Because honestly, if you're not using the degree, why should you pay for it? More colleges should own up to making it possible for you to even get a job, or for more job placement. So that way their students are more, granted the opportunity to be like, okay, if I graduate, they're going to help me get a job. I'm not going to have to, do this by myself. There's going to be people there to help me and stuff like that. And there just needs to be something done about student loans. I pretty much say forgive everyone's. If you can give thousands of dollars to Ukraine and all this kind of stuff and help with this war, help with that country, help with this country, help with this nation. If we are shelling out all this money on wars, we have our own war in our own pockets. Help us with that. Okay? Alleviate some of this financial burden that's also primarily caused from the government, from the system. So revamp the system, revamp the finances. Something has got to change in order to make this country more affordable, more living, friendly. Something has to give. It just has to, because this debt crisis is crazy. So, moving along to other news, worldly news. Speaking of the world, right? Gotta go to the worlds now. And Andrew Tate was arrested. He's already had 4 more cars seized this week. That's after the 11 cars that they did right in the primary of the arrest. They had already taken 11 cars. And then this week, they just took 4 more. They're taking this guy's whole life over this trafficking stuff. And I've seen him on Instagram, saying what goes on in the government systems and how things are covered up and the issues with trafficking and child abuse and all this kind of stuff. And it just makes you think, were you really an advocate or were you the enemy? Were you saying your secrets and how you do things, or were you really putting government issues on blast to be addressed and executed? Like, what was the thought process behind Andrew Tate's rants on all these social media interviews and platforms and things like this? What were they getting out of the situation? What was he getting out of the situation? Was he trying to do himself a service and, get everything out in the open and, this is what I'm doing, try and make everything good, try and give himself a clean slate? Or what was going on? So I really want to hear more from Andrew Tate. I think I'll see if I can set up an interview and get some in-depth answers on that, because I think the country definitely has questions. Which side were you on and why? Yeah, why?